Okay, great. So we are live. Welcome, welcome everyone who is tuning in today. My name is Johnna Bateman. I also go by Grace. Diana, you can call me either or. I really appreciate you for extending your time. I know that we had a date set up before, and because of the time, I mean, I just was confused. I apologize for that. So, where are you again in the world?
First, hi, Joanna. Thank you so much and being so flexible and open to adjust to my time zone because last time it really didn't work out. I'm
Right.
in Brussels in Belgium, so it's in Europe, and I think we are 6 hours ahead of you.
Okay.
So
So it's about 8 p.m. It looks a little light there right
yeah,
now.
it's light until 10:30, and
Really?
time until 11:30. Yeah,
Are
yeah.
you serious? I would love that. So does it get like what time does it start getting light?
In the morning, quite early now too. It starts at 6 or so.
Really? So y'all days are super long.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
Wow, I would love that. Oh my gosh, I would have so much energy there. I really would because I work with light. Like,
Me too, me too. And
yeah.
the winter time, it's really draining me.
Uh-huh.
I cannot wait until February. So in February, it starts slowly, every day. And
Okay. So you want it to be darker earlier now.
no, no, but for me, like if in the summer, and like when it's light until 11:30, this is for me like it's just beautiful.
I know, right, right, right. So anyway, thank you so much for that. How are you feeling today? You look like you're feeling pretty good.
Yes, yes, yes. No, I'm really good. I'm relaxed. I had a bike tour this morning in my beautiful forest, and a little lazy afternoon because we don't have really spring weather right now. So it's sun and rain, so it's a bit and then
Okay.
down, and I was excited for now. So
Okay, great. I'm glad to hear that. So if you've watched any of our broadcasts, we generally start out with the question in this season, what is your current relationship status? So what is yours?
okay, I'm divorced.
Okay.
uh, After almost 25 years of marriage.
Wow.
Yes, yes. The separation was over. Yeah, with the divorce, it was a bit. Yeah, that's I think most of the time a bit intense. It's
Mm-hmm.
longer than I thought, but actually, in this time, I really rediscovered myself. So.
Mm-hmm.
I really took the time to, and that's actually the beauty now. So I'm totally excited and dating and finding out.
Good, good. So when did you meet your ex-husband? How old were you all?
I was mid 20.
Okay, about 25.
Uh,
Did you all have any children?
Yes, we have two children. So I have a daughter with 24 years and a son with 20.
Okay, and what made or when in the relationship did you realize that it wasn't working out?
There was actually my ex had some phases where he was sick. So that was always a time where he was rethinking a lot. And I
Mm,
think in 2010 already, when he questioned a lot, which was actually quite good and fair for a marriage because we moved in different countries, and then you have children, then you have the career. You're so busy in a routine, and that
mm-hmm,
you forget about your relationship, that you work on your
mm-hmm,
relationship. So he questions a lot, but he prepared himself, and for me was like a whole life was, like as a mom, as a wife, you're always giving, 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 and suddenly someone said
mm-hmm,
it doesn't work. So that was for me a huge shock, and we tried it. So from this moment on, it was always a on and off going.
mm-hmm.
So we tried because we had this bonding, because we knew each other for so long, but also many things we were not capable. And I think the biggest issue was communication. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. And when you say communication, do you mean like he wouldn't open up, or do you mean like maybe if you were to speak, he just didn't understand what you were saying?
Many things like what you just said. It's
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we crave for appreciation, for acknowledgement that we are worthy, that we are enough, like when you in what you do, if you work, have children. Or for me, I really supported him for 20 years, and I felt
Mm-hmm.
more in the shade. And I'm just talking from my side. He
Yeah.
probably to give a totally different speech. But for
Mhm.
me, it was like I was never enough, like I had to give and give,
Mhm.
happy. And then, then he traveled a lot for work. Then he was always tired when he came home, and I was busy with
Mhm.
kids 24/7, so it was all on my
Mhm.
shoulder. And then you get tired and you don't have, I think the appreciation also, or the acceptance of the feelings and emotions of the other partner, that you feel free to express yourself. I think that
Mhm.
is really a huge lack. And also to praise each other, to say, yeah,
Yeah.
lovely and whatever.
Right. I understand what you mean. So, during that time, did you ever feel like when you were talking about the lack of appreciation or praise, did you ever feel like he didn't think you were really doing anything since you were just raising the kids? Did you ever have that feeling?
I mean, in one hand, he was capable to lift me up, but he
Mhm.
also knew immediately the level what he wanted to give. That I don't get too excited. So
Mhm.
I think the past few years, it was less and less and less that he appreciated me. I mean, it's also a routine because you get used.
Mhm.
Whatever I did, like my friends, they always said, oh, "What you are doing, you moved in so many countries and you moved so many times, and I did so many events for him, like everything
Mhm.
is always flexible, but you get used to it, and then you forget to praise the other partner, and
Mhm.
probably did it too, like."
Yeah.
So I was used that he was there and he was giving, and yeah.
Mhm. Yeah, so it kind of worked both ways. So, how did your divorce affect your children? Mhm.
So first of all, I think I'm in the lucky position that they are young adults, yeah, but still
Mhm.
they are hurt. They are
Mhm.
hurt. Um,
Mhm.
they don't understand the full picture. They are not
Mhm.
able to talk about it. And
Mhm.
I thought I did a huge mistake. So he surprised me so I turned 50. He surprised me just a few days later with the news. And then
Oh, wow. A few days after your birthday.
my present.
Mhm.
Thought, yeah, it's a little bit different. But however, I thought because he sometimes, he just comes woof with the news, so it's
Mhm.
like in German we say it's like an elephant in a porcelain shop.
Okay.
Uh, and then I said to him, no, I will tell this to the children because I think that I find, that of course I have to tell them the truth, but, like finding nice words, like,
Mhm.
step, which I did. So in the beginning, it was okay, but then, they both study in a different country, so they are away. And then
Mhm.
Christmas until then, I figured out that he actually cheated on me,
Mm.
and then I told them, but not in a mean way. I just said that I'm hurt, like, and I figured out. And then I had so many court appointments and I told them, but not in detail. And I tried
Mhm.
not to speak bad about him. But
Mhm.
of course, I have emotions and feelings and I
Right.
cry. But then I think a mom can cry too,
Mhm.
it's,
Right.
it's my right too. And,
Yeah.
but then like, so my son, I think he handles it kind of okay between both of us.
Mhm.
And my daughter is totally against me now. Um, uh,
Against you?
yeah,
Why?
because they went straight away to their dad and said, "Oh, you cheated on mom," and he told them, "No, your mom is a liar." So,
Oh, wow.
and that's what I hear. And I told him I have proof, and I proved it in front of the court. So, and I told him later, what, I'm actually happy for you, like, because he knew her from before us. And I said, if you both are happy together, I'm happy. The only thing what I'm not happy that you had not the courage to tell me the truth.
Yeah.
It
Mm.
would hurt more probably, if he would come out, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Then I think, but he would be honest, and but I said, yeah. So I think that it's not a nice thing. And my daughter has really a hard time. And but I don't know which story she comes up in her mind, what she heard
Mm.
from my ex or from her friends, like it's, You have to be careful. So like now, like she can barely text me. She moved to Italy. She never said goodbye.
Oh my.
For Christmas for 4 weeks at her dad's place, she never showed up. It does hurt me. But then I want to give her now space too, like that she can sort out her thing.
Yeah.
Probably quite good that she's right now in Italy for a couple of months. And the few times I send her a message, I always say my love will never decrease, never. It will always grow, and I'm
Wow.
there for you. And I don't know. I feel bad, and I would love that she has the courage to come and tell me what she thinks, or ask.
Yeah.
She does need to understand me. It's
Mhm.
between me and my husband or my ex. But she's old enough, and I raised her in a different way. Like
Mhm.
I just hope the day comes and she can come and say, "Look, mom, that hurt, or that was something what I didn't understand, or whatever."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I definitely pray for reconciliation because that's got to be very tough. Look, I don't want to talk about it anymore. Not that it's I'm like
Yeah.
that's got to be tough. Um, so when you said total transformation, I know that you all were separated for some time. How long were you separated before you actually got a divorce?
It took, well, it took in total now 2.5 or more, yeah, 2.5, 3 years, yeah. But
Okay.
it's because with different court cases, and then
Okay.
law and da da da. It
Because
was.
of that. Okay, so tell me about this total transformation. When did it start? Because I know it didn't start immediately, right?
No, 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 no. I mean, actually,
Mhm.
it started already, but a big part was already in 2010. When
Mhm.
he released this message, and I had this million of voices in my head. Like it was draining. I was lost with myself, and
Mhm.
I had a doctor, psychologist, and whatever, and they all said, my friends, you need to leave him. But no one told me how can I get rid of those voices, like they were just
Mhm.
toxic. And then I came across from Louise Hay a book, and I mean, she writes like she talks to a friend, and it was about self-love.
Mhm.
Yeah, really, I learned to love myself again with her with her technique, and
Mhm.
through my when he said that we are separating. So I had no home. I supported him with his job. I had no job. I applied for jobs. Like I was lost in the in the universe.
Mhm.
So afraid. I was draining. I was fear and not furious. This is not the correct word. But I had no idea. I said, wow, I get everything what I built up in my life.
Mhm.
It just popped.
It just
No,
left.
you know
So you said this happened in 2010?
No, so when he said this, no, no, I'm not that old.
Okay.
No, it was in 2018 then. So when he,
Okay.
yeah, 2018. Yeah, and then, and you're so afraid and you don't know what to do. And then suddenly, so when you come to the point and you're so lost with yourself and you let go, suddenly people come into your life. So then I
Mhm.
lawyer, and he spoke to me, and he whatever he did in this hour, and it's just, so we had only a phone call, but he gave me, like he put me in zen position. And before, I was always this woman, I was exploding. I mean, he knew
Mhm.
what's going on in my, within me. And suddenly I was the calm person. I was not reacting to anything from him anymore.
Hmm.
He was really brainwashing me, like, and he really was attacking me. But
Okay.
I was standing there. I just looked at him. I mean,
Your ex-husband, he was brainwashing you?
yeah,
Okay, so I thought you were saying like maybe you were talking to the lawyer and
yeah, yeah. I mean, he talked to me, and he gave me confidence. Like
okay, confident.
yeah. So it was really. I mean, without him, I think. I mean, there were another amazing people around me, but he was absolutely a key person. Yeah,
Okay.
because then I was calm. I was not reacting.
Mhm.
Inside, I was burning fire. But then when
Right.
I went in the forest for a run, or I screamed after,
Mhm.
in this moment when I faced him, I was always calm, and he couldn't catch me anymore. So
It's
he
good.
lost, yeah. Yeah, and then I started to forgive, especially him, not
Good.
in words, but I wrote a letter to him. He never
Mhm.
received the letter, but I wrote a letter to him that I wish
Yeah.
him the best, and I thanked him for all the good times we had. So I did it over and over, actually, several.
Mhm.
I forgave other people, and I
That's
really
good.
I really cleaned out my friends and my connections,
That's good. Mhm.
another hard point.
Mhm.
But I said, who, because I was the typical 24/7 Diana giver, you could call me you can still call me, if there's an emergency.
Mhm.
But I had to set boundaries and
Mhm.
to learn to say no. And
Right.
many friends, they were like, who, what is going on with Diana, but it actually gave me a confidence too again, so it's,
Mhm.
and then because I cleaned out, it doesn't mean that I don't like my friends anymore.
Right.
Really thinking, do they really doing good to me, or do they
Right.
are good because Diana gives all the time?
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. So
No, I understand.
yeah. And then also friends, even they say we don't love you both, at the end they decide for one side,
Mhm. Right.
so
Mhm.
then I really cleaned out friends too and connections, and then suddenly new people came in my life,
Right.
amazing
Wow.
people. I just love them, and it's my decision, and
Yes.
it's my, and now even in my new home, I said this is a happy place, and I decide who comes in my house or not.
Exactly.
Not a good vibe or energy, I said
Mhm.
we can
That's
meet up,
right.
but not in my home. Only
Okay.
I'm very, very strict here. I
I know
had
that's right.
even once a party for a friend, and her boyfriend was, and he knocked me off. Sorry for my language, but I was not happy with him.
Mhm.
So I was inside, like I was, So, and I took him to the side, and I said, "We need to talk." And I said,
Mhm.
and I explained this. I did this party for your girlfriend, and I want to have a great time here. But how you reacted before, that's not what I want in my home. And,
Okay.
and I said, I need to tell you this, because now I can breathe and now I can enjoy the party. And he was
Right.
standing there, saying, "Okay, I'm sorry." And I said, "Okay, it's
Right.
fine." So now I move on. And so here, and even when my daughter told me, like, "Mom,
Mhm.
you're always talking bad about Dad, and he never talks bad about you, and you are not my friend, and I interested about truth." And that really hurt me, and that was just in the first 6 months. But
Mhm.
even then, I decided, okay, now I look after myself. That
Mhm.
good, that I fill up my cup, that I'm going
Right.
here, because if I'm not, then I'm not a role model for my children. And
Mhm.
right now they don't understand many things what I have done, or they see suddenly, "Oh wow, Mom, she's so much happier than before," and she does
Mhm.
crazy things, and um, so I decided to look first after myself. Yes,
Right.
that's
Right.
very, very important.
So it's important, I guess, in your life, through your divorce, to practice forgiveness. And I like the way that you chose to continue to write those letters, even
Yeah,
though no one was really receiving them. But it was the way that made sure you wasn't harboring anything in your heart. I like that you was like, even, you divorced your husband, but you also kind of divorced friends as well, who you thought were friends, and people
yeah,
who were just not pouring positive energy into your life, anything that was draining. And that's really good, because sometimes we are afraid to, especially going through a divorce. You want to have people who you're used to talking to. You want to have a type of support system through that time, but I guess during that time they kind of revealed themselves as to who they really supported. And it doesn't seem like it was you, with some of those friends. But when you were able to let go, it seems like you were blessed with even better people. And
we, we,
that's something that I really appreciate you sharing with me, because I we everyone should take these steps in their lives in every season, you know, and every season, so you can continue to keep track of, who's giving positive energy, who's a user, who's always draining me, who's really there for me. Are you just there for me because I'm here to give you something, or are you there for me for me? So I really appreciate those. Those are my outlooks or takes on what you said. But how do you help people now from what you went through? How do you help others?
Well, I studied again with 50.
Hmm.
So it was a hardcore. No, it was fun, and I don't regret it because it's something what I always wanted to do, to be a coach. But then I want to be
Hmm.
an international recognized coach,
Okay.
and I wanted to do this for a few years ago. And then, but it's quite expensive too, so you have to invest
Hmm.
in yourself. And my ex always said, "No, you will never finish something, and it's too expensive." And da 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 da. And then, because I said, okay, what am I doing now?
Hmm.
And then this one school popped up, and then 2 weeks later, it was in the Netherlands. It's just 2 hours
Hmm.
ride with the train, and I started this training. It was just meant to be, at this right moment.
Hmm.
And I studied, and that helped me also, all this,
Hmm.
because it's about self development.
Hmm.
Helped me also, to rise, yeah, to grow, yeah.
Hmm.
There now, I'm now a transformation and performance coach,
Hmm.
mindset coach. I did beginning of the year. I was part of the co-host of the online coaching congress where I
Hmm.
interviewed other coaches globally. It's amazing. It was an
Hmm.
amazing event just to bring clarity into coaching, because
Hmm.
people just hear coach, but they don't know
Hmm.
what's really up behind it. Yeah, and I think right now, and giving training, I
Hmm.
don't to groups too, to motivate people, to inspire people. I think I have been through so many things in my life. I think that's where I'm authentic and I can help
Hmm.
the best. Yeah.
Yeah. Do you
Um,
focus on men and women, or just women?
yeah. I do both. I've both male and female. My big heart is, of course, female, because
Right.
I think we are often making us far too small,
Hmm.
and there's no reason at all that we make us small. No reason at all. And I felt always in the shade of my husband, but it was my thing, not what he put me in, but that's how I felt it. And
Hmm.
now I feel like, everything breaks up, and I have so much more energy, and I'm happy.
Hmm.
And I mean, if we have the courage to take time for ourselves, to dig in, but really deep, just not in the surface cleaning. No,
Hmm.
go deep and think what you really want in your life, and where you can, where you have maybe some struggles, or how to
Hmm.
goals, and just to partner up with someone for a while until you're ready to go to hit the road. I always say, then you go in a convertible and you enjoy the ride, or you fly high, and yeah.
Hmm. So that's great. Thank you so much for sharing that. Where can people find you? I'm gonna try to put it in the chat.
Yes. I apologize. My website is still not running because I was, yeah, the
Hmm.
last I was really with this one event, super, super, super
Hmm.
busy.
Hmm.
If someone is on LinkedIn, you can reach me there.
Okay.
Super easy right now. I have very soon, maybe in the next 1-2 weeks, I have another landing page. It's about my book.
Okay.
That's the way where you can find me
Hmm.
here on Facebook. I'm honest, I'm not so much on Facebook, but I will check my messages. So I think that's the easiest.
Okay. Well, thank you so much, Diana. Go ahead.
Now, in case someone is not on LinkedIn, this is not a problem. Just message me here on Facebook, or through here, through this page, and I find you.
Okay, absolutely. So thank you so much, Diana. Is there anything you want us to or leave us with before we go?
Yeah, but it's really deep, deep, deep in my heart, and which
Hmm.
I have done, and I have done it again, and I do it over and over. I know that we are all craving for love, yeah, and we deserve love. Every single person deserves love, and
Hmm.
I think before you go out and you look for the love of your life, and and your date, and of course you can, but think about yourself too. Are you? I want that you fall in love with yourself, and that you learn
Hmm.
what techniques you can do, and it's manageable. So I did it, and then you can do it. Uh,
Exactly.
because when you love yourself, who you are, how you look, and whatever, then the other people can really, and they feel it, and they can love you too.
Right.
And
Right.
you are,
Well, I'll
yeah,
go ahead and say that. What was the
no.
last thing?
Don't forget, you are all amazing. I know I don't know you, but even if you
Hmm.
meet you, I never forget you are amazing, and never ever forget this. You're an
Yeah.
amazing soul, female.
Right, exactly. Believe you have to believe that about yourself. Thank you so much, Diana. And for anyone who is watching the replay, you can reach Diana Petzold on Facebook or LinkedIn. Thank you so much, and we will see you next time.
Thank
Bye.
you. Ciao.